Hey guys, it's the Mayhem. So I have one more video in me tonight. Just took some melatonin, so it's going to be lights out very soon. I'm going to actually cover this product on a later day. But I want to kind of switch gears and tell you guys a story about me and supplements. Now, I love using workout supplements. I think they're great tools, great crutches to use when you're trying to obtain your fitness goals. However, if you do not take these things in moderation, they can be dangerous, they can be fatal, they can completely ruin your life, they can become addicting. There's a lot of side effects that the manufacturers of these products do not tell you. And so I'm here to tell you a story about how a bad experience that I had with one of these supplements. So back in 2007, I was working at a movie theater called Regal, and I just remember I was super self-conscious about my weight. I had a muffin top. My gut would stick out, and the only thing that made it worse was the fact that they made us tuck in our pants, so my gut would always be sticking out. So I thought girls didn't like me because I was chubby and I was fat. So in high school, I was going through the phases of like starving myself, drinking just protein every day, and not eating anything. Uh, I think I had a case of dysmorphia where I saw myself as being really fat and disgusting, but really I wasn't. And so I started turning to weight loss supplements. And I remember seeing on TV, I'll never forget it. It was this blonde girl on a Hydroxycut commercial, and saying I went from this size to this size, and I'm like, well, maybe that does work, And I was skeptical because I'm like, maybe these pills don't really work as well as they say they do, but I was willing to try anything. I was really desperate. So I went to my local Walmart, and I went to the diet section, and I bought some Hydroxycut. And this was the original formula that had ephedra in it. So one night when I was working at Regal, I started taking them, and I would take one. And for a few days, I just took one, and I noticed that I was losing a little bit of weight because I was going to the gym and everything like that. And I was working out at school, so I obviously was getting more muscle mass. But then I kind of started to plateau. So I took it for a couple weeks, and then finally I started taking two at a time. And the instructions on the bottle only say to take one, but I was taking two. I'm like, two won't hurt me, and I'll lose twice as much weight, right? So then I started losing a little bit more weight and plateaued again. So the third week, I took four in one night. And I didn't really feel it. So before I went home that night, I took two more. So that night I had taken 6 Hydroxycut. So I'm going to describe to you what happened to me after this. So I went home, took a shower, and I went to bed. It was about 11:30 at night. I had to go to school the next morning. And I had slept for a few hours. At about 1:30 in the morning, I wake up out of a dead sleep. I feel really, really hot. My chest feels really, really tight. I feel a really hot flush happen, and my heart was beating out of my chest. I saw my shirt actually moving up and down, and it really scared me. And I didn't know what to do, so I just started drinking a lot of water. And I remember I ran outside to just kind of walk and pace around to kind of slow my heart rate down. Drank a lot of water, peed it out. I thought I was going to die. It was getting really, really hard to breathe. I kind of fell to my knees, kind of doubled over, and I thought that was it for me. I thought I was going to die. And I'm not trying to tell you this to sound dramatic or gain sympathy from you. I think if I had taken more, I would have been dead. And so my mom found out. I was outside running around. She was asking me, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? I'm like, I think I almost had a heart attack, but I'm okay. I calmed down. All I had to do was like walk up the street, a couple of times to kind of regulate my heart rate, so it wasn't like going all over the place. I mean, and the scariest part about that was when you're in a dead sleep, usually not much can wake you up, but my heart rate did. My heart rate woke me up out of a dead sleep. I'm a pretty heavy sleeper, so I knew something was wrong. I didn't go to the hospital or anything like that. I was fine. But my mom thought it would be best if she took me to see a cardiologist to make sure there wasn't any irreparable damage done. So she took me to the cardiologist, and the thing that really shook me to my core was seeing my own heartbeat. Like, you see hearts on TV all the time. You see in science class, they show you a diagram of a heart or an animation of a heart, but seeing your own heart beating on a monitor, there's just something very surreal and real at the same time about it. And it just kind of shook me to my core, and it scared me. And I didn't want to take any other products. The cardiologist said my heart was perfectly healthy. He just said be really, really careful with those products because they have been known to cause irreparable damage. So I had to wear a Holter monitor. I had to wear this to school, and this was for 3 days. And I was only 16. So a 16-year-old wearing a Holter monitor to school. And I was scared to eat anything. I didn't want to cause any irregularities. Well, turns out there was no irregularities in my heart. My heart was fine. My heart was good. I just almost went into cardiac arrest because I was taking too much of a supplement, too much stimulant. Not to mention I had had soda that night, which added even more caffeine. So the moral of the story is be extremely careful with what you take. Get a physical examination before you start any workout program. And I know a lot of bros don't like to do that. They don't really like to go see a doctor. They just like to get in that gym and just start working out. And believe me, guys, I understand that. I really do. But before you take anything, before you put anything in your body, please understand you are always taking a risk. You are always rolling the dice when it comes to these products, because a lot of these products are not regulated by the FDA, which means they go through very little regulation, and the only thing that they really are regulated by is having banned substances or illegal substances. But with that, these substances can often be called different names. Like one part of the ingredient can be changed, and they can just kind of call it something else entirely. So you might still be taking these banned substances, they're just calling it something else, which can be extremely dangerous. So like I said, get a physical examination before you start any fitness program or start taking any supplements. Consult your doctor before taking these products, because they can give you a more educated answer than just trusting that you won't die. I know, and that's how a lot of us take supplements. We take things and we kind of say, well, I hope I don't die. If I don't die, I'm good. Please take precautions. Drink a lot of water. And that's something else I didn't do. I didn't drink a lot of water that night. I wasn't really a huge proponent of water at the time. Drank a lot of soda. I didn't really realize that soda made you fat back then, but now I do. Now I know that soda is absolutely horrible if you're trying to lose weight. And the reason I wanted to share this story, for those of you who might be starting a new workout regimen, or you might be new to working out in general, or maybe you're a veteran but you've never taken, like, and when I say veteran, I mean in the gym. Maybe you've worked out in the past but you've never tried supplements before. Take it from me. It's cool to use these products, but be extremely careful. Be mindful of what you're doing. Read the ingredients. See if there's anything that you're allergic to, because that can also kill you if you're taking things that you are allergic to. And also how much you are taking. Don't take too much. It's never worth it. The best way to lose weight, and the healthiest way to lose weight, and this is something that not a lot of people like to hear, but you have to burn more calories than you're intaking, and that's the way you lose fat, and that's the way you lose weight. And a lot of these products, they claim that they do all these things. You'll lose weight, you'll lose fat, and blah 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 blah. But what thermogenics, the way thermogenics work, and that's what Hydroxycut is they basically help you lose water weight. Speeds up your heart rate, so you are burning more calories, for doing the same things that you normally do, but you're losing mostly initially the water weight. And we carry about 10 pounds of excess water weight on us at a time. So really what Hydroxycut is, and other products like it, is a very expensive diuretic. But you can get diuretics very cheap that are actually a lot more potent. I've actually been using dandelion root, which has no stimulant. And I mean, how harmful can this stuff actually be? It's dandelion root. You can literally pick these out of your front yard. So I think if if this was dangerous, they probably wouldn't let it grow in your front yard. So, but yeah, dandelion root is actually very helpful. It's a very good product. That's something else I will review later on. Be extremely careful when taking these supplements, guys. And read the ingredients, read the dosage. I cannot foot stomp that enough. Just be careful out there. Losing weight is never worth losing your life. It's never worth ruining your ticker, because you only get one of those. And once it's gone, it's gone. It can't be replaced. You can get a transplant, but you gotta be really lucky and a lot of times very rich to get that done. So, all right, guys. Well, that about sums it up. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this video was enlightening to you. That's the entire intent I had. I'm going to continue reviewing more products. I'm a proponent of using these products. They do definitely help, but they are only a crutch. The true fitness is what you do and how you eat and how much water you drink and how active you are. Just keep that in mind, everybody. So this is the Mayhem once again. Peace out, y'all.